Okay, so February 12th, 2025. Um, I don't know where this is going to lead or what's to be in store for the future, but I figured if I don't start, I won't start. um, and so here I am. I'm at a crux in my life, and something has to change for me. So to start, um, hi, I'm Paws. Um, Government, Chris, Christian, I don't know, right? Pseudonyms, right? Yeah. Anyway, right? What do I want out of life? It's been a big question for me my whole life. Um, I have never known, right? I have known, to be completely honest, because I think that is something that I do want um, with this, whatever this ends up being. I want to be honest. You know, in the fifth, sixth grade, that's when you start getting the questions of, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? And for me, I always said I wanted to be a hobo. And obligatorily, I got in trouble. It was seen as I was causing a ruckus and making a mockery of the establishment, and so to speak. But no, it's just the honest truth. I saw the system as a sham. I saw it as a mockery in and of itself. Um, Working to live, and this reciprocal cycle of being in the rat race, and I want to know parts of it. Um, and looking around at my peers, even at such a young age, and recognizing that like I stood out, or at least feeling that way, and not knowing how to rectify that. I think I did what most people do, and I tried to fit in the best way I could. And I got really good at camouflaging. I got really good at being there but not standing out, going with the flow. And inevitably, that landed me in the friend groups I was in. And I'm ever so grateful for those people, and still to this day. Because without them I wouldn't be here, and that's a whole thing to dive into in and of itself. I always did for other people, right? If a friend needed a favor, I was there. um, that's kind of how I've lived my life. The jobs that I've gotten, the side gigs that I've worked, it's always been for other people. It's never been for me, because for me, I've always had this envisionment of just being left alone. And I think it's because like I don't think I can stomach, and that's not even I think I know I can't stomach this idea of we live lives that we don't enjoy. We live lives that we're not fulfilled in, and it's commonplace. People say, well, to have what you want, you have to do the things you don't want. And to a certain extent, I also agree. And it's at a point where I don't know if I agree because that's the way it is, or if I agree because everyone else agrees. And that's something I want to figure out. And so here I am saying, well, I know I can't work a 9 to 5, right? It is mentally grueling, and it puts me in a space of not knowing if I'll see tomorrow. And that's my own problem, right? That's no one else's responsibility. I have to figure that out. And I've also been in a space where people are like, well, you could be a millionaire. You're intelligent enough to do so many different things. But I also have a problem in socializing. As much as I am able to communicate and I come off like an extrovert, I'm very introverted. And with my whole complex of authority issues, or not wanting to be on the rat wheel, and an intermixing of ideals, experiencing a loss last year really set me back. I experienced many losses last year, honestly. And I think the beginning of this year and December of 2024 put me in a space of needing to figure that out. I came back home a week before Christmas and didn't go back to Georgia where I work and live effectively. Even now, I haven't gone back. And with that, in that space of thinking, well, something has to change, right? I have to be able to take care of myself. And though I have my own business and, I have odd jobs that I do, and I also work in Georgia, it just isn't making ends meet. And something has to change. I'm capable of socializing. I think I have these built up complexes of, living a private life. But I also know I have a lot to share with the world. And I also know the world has a lot to offer. And I guess it's a bit of running for myself, the responsibility of the voice that I can have and do have, the impact that I make with my friends and family and even those random strangers that I meet in day to day. As we all do, I'm well aware of the impact. And I guess there's a bit of fear of what that impact could bring. And I think that this is a start of, as opposed to running, as I've done for the 27 some odd years of my life, running from it, I'm going to run towards it. And I don't know what that looks like. So for me, I think this is the start of DontPaws Life. At the very least, and seeing where that can take me. So, yeah. And I figured if I don't say this now, if I don't start, as I said at the start, I won't ever start. And so, here's to me not pausing. Like I would tell my clientele or my friends and family, and I hope to touch one person with these videos, this content, my existence, and to start it now. I'm not perfect. I'm human. There will be mistakes. Yeah, but here goes to life with pause. And I hope Thanks for watching, tuning in, being present. Full transparency, future pause here. This section took me 3 or so tries, but we're gonna just go with it, right? Perfectionist thing. I don't know how often I'm gonna post, but I do want it to be maybe a weekly thing. I know shortly after this I'm editing another video, but yeah, follow along for the journey. Like, subscribe, or critique, comment, I don't know, but I appreciate your time, and I truly hope that you all are having a blessed day. You're not alone. And I think that's a big thing for me with this. Call it a video diary or a journey vlog or whatever, but crafts, hobbies, just whatever. I pick up the camera. I don't know what to give you, but I have something to give. Yeah. Thanks.